What's going on, YouTube? This is your guy, Unger to the Max here, and in this video, I just wanted to take the time to congratulate four players who found out that they are getting inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame yesterday. And those four players are, number one, from the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis. Number two, from the Chicago Bears, it's Brian Urlacher. From the Philadelphia Eagles, Brian Dawkins. And number four, my all-time favorite wide receiver from the Oakland Raiders, Minnesota Vikings, and the New England Patriots, Randy Moss, or just simply Moss. So, congratulations to all four players and the rest of the 2018 NFL Hall of Fame class. You guys all deserve it, and I'm so happy for all of them. But in this video, I want to focus on Randy Moss, because like I said, he is Randy, you are my all-time favorite player, or favorite wide receiver. You're definitely in my top three of all-time favorite players. LaDainian Tomlinson and Maurice Jones-Drew are the two others that occupy those spots. So you're there. So Randy, even though you never played for the Cleveland Browns or any of my other favorite teams, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, the Bears, none of those teams, or the Chargers, or the Browns, or the Saints, even though you never played for one of those teams, I loved watching you, regardless of the fact that you didn't play for any of my favorite teams. Randy Moss just was something special. When if you were able to watch his games, you had to watch, because you wanted to see if Randy was going to make an amazing catch, because it seemed like almost every game you played, Randy, you made some sort of unbelievable catch. I don't know how, but it seemed like it always happened that way. That when you played in a game, especially with New England, you made some sort of unbelievable catch or some sort of clutch catch, some sort of catch like that. And I was always mesmerized, because you are one of my favorite players of all time, and I really do look up to you, Randy, because, how do I put this? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional about this, because, I wish I had done this type of video for LaDainian Tomlinson. I do regret that. But, Randy, you are just so inspirational to me, because, you played for the Minnesota Vikings, and you found a place in the NFL. And I love it. You knew what you knew what type of, I don't think you knew that you could be this good of a receiver, but you knew you could be a good wide receiver. And you kept pursuing your act and just working on various things, like jumping and making these ridiculous catches, or like using your hands like this to catch the ball instead of like that or something. But you just kept working on things, and I love that, because you never stop. And even now on ESPN, you point out things like that I would never see. I kind of wish you were a broadcaster, like during an NFL game. I really wish that, because as a wide receiver, you bring a unique perspective to where you can identify if a wide receiver in the slot is running like a skinny post route, or the route where the receiver goes up and then goes up like this and then comes back down. I don't remember what the name of that route is. But Randy Moss, you are something special, and I am really proud of you. Next, Ray Lewis. Even though I never really liked the Baltimore Ravens, I just never really have. I have nothing but respect for Ray Lewis. The guy was one of the most passionate players in the NFL I've ever seen. And I love that. I love players who bring passion to the game. And Ray Lewis is second to none when it comes to passion. You know, from his classic intro dance when he came out of the tunnel at M&T Bank Stadium to, you know, talking to players even after he destroyed them. And, like, still talking trash. Ray Lewis just had this burning passion. And it was great. And when he announced his retirement, it lifted the entire team. I think the Ravens rode that emotion all the way to the Super Bowl. But they also had Ray Lewis, they had Joe Flacco, they had Terrell Suggs, they had, I think Anquan Bolden was on that team. No, he might have been on San Francisco. I don't remember. But my point is, Ray Lewis fed off the team. Reverse that. The Baltimore Ravens fed off Ray Lewis, the passion of Ray Lewis. There we go. Ray Lewis just brought this unique intensity and passion to the game that is unmatched. I don't even think Tom Brady, the passion and intensity that Tom Brady displays is even close to the passion and intensity that Ray Lewis had. He is second to none in that category in my eyes. And he is one of the greatest inside linebackers I have ever seen. And speaking of linebackers, let me move on to a Chicago Bear. I think he's like number 28 to get inducted for them. Brian Urlacher. Urlacher, I don't think, was quite as passionate as Ray Lewis, but I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame because of that. No way. He totally deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Kind of like Ray Lewis in this. Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher are similar in this aspect. They both delivered constant hard hits. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think Brian Urlacher constantly, talked smack to his opponents after delivering hard hits. He was more of a respective guy. After the game, he would talk to players and, catch up and all that. But don't let that kind side fool you. Urlacher was intense. He was a very hard-working player, and he definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I didn't get to see a lot of Brian Dawkins because I never really watched the Eagles. But from the games that I have seen, Brian Dawkins was a unique player on the defensive side of the ball. Just like Randy Moss was a unique player on the offensive side of the ball. Dawkins I don't even know how he intercepted the passes that he intercepted. It would be like he wasn't in the area, and then it was like he turned on superpowers and where did Brian Dawkins come from? It was like the quarterback would throw the ball to the right side, Dawkins started on the left. Next thing you know, Brian Dawkins has intercepted the ball and is running to the end zone on the opposite end. And you're like, what? Where did this come from? So, Dawkins was just this unique individual. But each of these four players was unique and an individual in their own way. So, congratulations once again to Randy Moss, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, and Brian Dawkins, and the rest of the Hall of Fame class of 2018. But most importantly, no, let me rephrase that. But my highest congratulations for the Hall of Fame goes to Randy Moss. Randy, congratulations. I hope you somehow see this video because you are one of my favorite players of all time. You are a special, unique individual. And also, once again, another congratulations to Ray Lewis. One of the most intense players I have ever seen. One of the most passionate players I have ever seen. A very unique individual. And I don't think you'll ever see a player with his passion or his intensity ever again. He was like a diamond in the rough. And Brian Urlacher, was he like the most passionate player? No. But don't let that fool you. He was passionate in his own way, though. And he was a very hard-hitting individual. And Brian Dawkins, like I said earlier, I don't know how he got some of these interceptions. It was like he wasn't there a second, and then blam, where did he come from? So congratulations once again to Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins, Randy Moss, and Brian Urlacher. You guys all deserve this, and I am so happy for you. Congratulations. This is Unger to the Max, signing off. Salute!